What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory. Today is rewards day. I got silver 1 in FUT champs, so you know we're killing it out here. And I don't actually know where I finished in rivals. I was rank 1, but because I played so few champs games, I have a feeling I probably finished rank 2 in the end. So we get 4 rewards, which is great. What are those rewards? It was rank 2, and I think I was division 4. So a Prime Mix Players pack, a rare mega pack, 2 jumbo premium gold packs. I'm okay with that. I'm more than okay with that, actually. For how little effort I put into the account this week, that's absolutely fine. And then silver 1 in FUT champs. Obviously, I stopped there, not for the coins, or the mega pack, or the jumbo premium gold players pack, although that's nice. 85k's worth of packs and 20k coins for just 11 wins. That's good. I stopped there for the 1 out of 3 player pick. So the team of the week, guys, is pretty diabolical, I won't lie. There is not a single one individual player that I particularly care about. I would suppose the only player that I would really want is Coutinho, not because he's the highest rated, but because I don't have a good Brazilian left wing first owner. And we end up getting Bensabieni or Savanier. So an 84 rated, you know what, he wouldn't be a terrible centre-back. 6'1", good defending and physical, decently well-rounded dribbling and good passing with decent pace. On 7 chem, he wouldn't be terrible. He wouldn't be amazing either. And for me, for the Bundesliga, I already have plenty of good good stuff there. But you'll notice as well, my coins are going down. We were at 9.9 some odd million a week ago when we sold all the Team of the Years. So where has that 800k coins gone before we open the packs? A lot of it has gone into bronze, silver and gold pack method. And some of it has gone into purchasing some players for Sergio Ramos and purchasing some players for the pack that got us the Kane's, the shapeshifter card. I did purchase Luis Alberto, and he's been brilliant for us so far as well. 4 goals and 2 assists in the 3 games. We need to complete that today. And then other than that, it's just gone into bronze and silver and gold pack method and some League SBC cards. Because, again, much like what I showed you guys in yesterday's video, I am 1 team away from having every League SBC finished. It is the Bundesliga, it is Paderborn, and I can't physically finish it. They are not on the market. The strikers and the midfielders do not exist. There's this left wing, 2 other left mids, and that's it. There's nothing else on the market. So I'm just waiting to either pack one of these players or snipe one of these players, but Paderborn, for some reason, on PlayStation is over 100,000 coins to complete. I'll do it for the content, of course. And I went and did a brief scan in the club overall. And in terms of every League SBC to go again, every League SBC, we've got about 70% of all of the rest of the players again, which is obviously brilliant. In terms of the Major League SBCs, where obviously we get the best packs and such, I'm about like 80 to even 90% complete of all of the Major League SBCs again. So I'm really excited to get this video done, I suppose, and go from there. So that, I mean, that's nice as well. Look at that, 1 2 3 4 5 6 new League SBC cards. I'm gonna keep the I don't actually have that much trade pile space, so maybe I won't. Yeah, he's only 200 coins. Maybe I'll take Wesley back as well. Wesley's a very cheap very cheap player, so I don't need to store him. And then this is my rewards for the week. Nothing major, you know. Obviously last time we did a silver, was it a silver 1 or a gold 3? We ended up packing an icon, didn't we? So, or maybe not an icon. Maybe it was the Mbappe or something like that. Something big anyway. But mostly, we are just looking for exactly this. And it's fitting that, as I said, I have so many of these cards anyway. So the ones that I don't have, if we can just get more and more of those, that would be absolutely fantastic. Masiello will try and sell for a little bit. I wonder if Kieran Gibbs is still selling as well. Yeah, he's been one of those throughout the whole year. That's always been a nice, decent price. Nothing like crazy high or anything, but a nice, decent price. And then for the rest of today's video, guys, it's going to be me claiming my last icon from Icon Swaps tokens. I went and got all of the offline Icon Swaps tokens from squad battles, and so we're going to be getting Bobby Moore. And I don't know what I'm going to be doing with Bobby Moore. I'm probably just going to be keeping him in the club until I decide on whether or not I'm going to do Neymar SBC or not. And then once I decide if I'm going to do Neymar or not, he'll get put in there. We've got a lot of players that we could put in there, but I am enjoying fleshing out all of the squads. And as we talked about in yesterday's video, and I haven't even read yesterday's video's comments yet, so I haven't seen what you guys have to say at this point of recording. But as per yesterday's video, I talked to you guys about whether or not I should do it with, you know, the potential Mbappe Player of the Month coming and so on and so forth. So we are going to get ourselves our first board from the 50k pack, not the usual 50k pack, but hopefully some real good players, and that is real nice. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nice League SBC cards there. Wow, 84 rated cards are like 17 or 1800 coins. That's crazy. Let me try and sell the ones that I know are going to sell. It's so stupid that common cards, once again, are more expensive than rare cards. It's crazy. It is crazy. Let's get Aurier gone. Let's release 2 spaces. Augustinson's got some price. Nope, he's not really worth that much. The rest of this I don't think is worth that much, so we'll discard all of that for a bang on 5k coins there. And that leaves us with a mega pack and a rare mega pack to end off this before we get into some more gameplay with the Spanish players and claiming our Bobby Moore. So we get nothing out of that pack there unless we get some good consumables or such. What do we get there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 5 League SBC. Oh no, actually with El Shaarawy, another 6 League SBC cards. So that is real nice. A few position modifiers and such. Harry Maguire, who probably isn't worth all that much either. I don't have too much trade pass space left. Is Lang worth anything? No, he is not. So we'll discard those 3 players. Milivojevic and Benyat, also not worth anything. And then a rare mega pack. Are my rewards going to be worth anything for me this week? Well, wouldn't be upset if it wasn't. You know, we don't particularly deserve anything. 11 wins in Rivals and just a few games. Sorry, 11 wins in Champs and just a few games in Rivals to get these rewards. We do get a few more good League SBC cards. Couple of good position modifiers in there, and then a couple more 84s and an 83. I'll hold on to those, and I'll deal with those at a later date because I don't have the trade pass space for it. I actually do have the trade pass space for it now, which is nice. But we are now going to go ahead and get Bobby Moore. Let's go to the icon swaps. There's only 1 week until the new season. Oh, well, a week and a day or whatever it is. And so hopefully for the next set of icon swaps, it's going to be really nice and have some prime moments and prime icons in there. So we need 5 of these tokens. I could still get 2 more. Obviously, there's nothing I could do with those extra 2. So there it is, 5 tokens for an 89 rated Bobby Moore icon swaps card. And yeah, whether or not we use him or not in an England themed squad, I don't particularly know who I've got in terms of English centre backs. I can't remember off the top of my head. He's a quality card, not an outstanding card, but he could be useful for links somewhere. What is he doing? Somewhere down the line. So it's nice to have him one way or the other. So yeah, in terms of his pace, 3-star, 2-star, 3-star isn't the greatest. His defending and physical is very nice. His dribbling is very nice, and his passing is nice. It's just that pace that kind of lets him down, and probably why he's only 5 tokens. Let's clear those and then just send these 3 up to the trade pile. And so just to show you guys, last but not least, where we're at with objectives and such, I've got 8,381 XP to go until we take a Kanji, and he is going to be the player that we take. We've still got to do Shapeshifters Bartra, which I'll get done for today's video. Most of it, some of it you might not see. It depends how quickly I can get these games done. Zaniolo, I'm ignoring. Like, what you need to do to get this Zaniolo card just isn't worth it for that card. He's just so bad. Chapulin, Colorado, we will do. There's obviously a good bit of XP there that's available. And then icon swaps online. I don't need to do this. Obviously, I don't need these 2 tokens, so there's no point doing it. And then once we win 1 more game, we'll unlock week 5 gold. And then that'll be us done for the whole season objectives and such. And we can start working back towards the milestones again, which we haven't really done much of. But in terms of Rivals, we need 40 more wins in Rivals. So hopefully for the next promo, we might be pushing towards that. And Squad Battles, we still need, what is that, 88 more wins in Squad Battles. That will come. We'll probably end up getting that pack during Team of the Season, if I'm being perfectly honest. So that's where we're at with that. So that obviously what isn't the squad that I was using. That is the squad that I used for the icon swaps. So going back into the Spain squad that we're going to be using to get Bartra's card. Here it is. That's it. And let's get into some gameplay. All right, guys, as we get into the gameplay, I think after this gameplay, I believe I've got 1 more win required, maybe 2 more wins. So we're in a good spot. We're real close to getting it. Obviously, I'm in like mid Division 4 right now, so not particularly a super high skill rating to get it done. But I will say that some of these players in this Spanish team are just terrible. Cazorla and Guardiola are terrible. That Morales card, I forget what his SBC cost. Back when I did it, I thought he was going to be brilliant as he scores. Was that him that scored there? I don't know, but yeah, back when we did him, he was 210k, and I did him, and I thought he'd be good because he has high pace, 4-star, and back then it was like that was some of what we considered the meta, and we got a good discussion today about what the meta is or isn't even. But that Morales card is terrible. Even with a sniper, which gets him 99 finishing, 91 positioning, and really well-rounded, low 90s dribbling. He's got 80 shot power, 83 stamina, terrible passing. He just isn't great. But we got some comments from yesterday's video. The first one is from Bernard Hoffenheim. He says, is no one going to talk about how Orsic scores a goal and got 2 assists this weekend and didn't get an inform? It's like EA go out of their way to annoy and aggravate their own community. I believe it was a friendly game. Dinamo Zagreb have had lots and lots of friendly games since headliners were introduced, to the point where a lot of people actually thought that they had already got the 4 wins, but it wasn't. It was friendlies. So let me have a look at their results here. So all results. So they lost anyway to Orsijek, which means that they didn't get the 4 wins in a row. And then they only won 2-0 on the 9th of February. And that was the, 16th of February. So 4th of March, which is their 3rd win in a row in the league now because they lost 3 wins ago. They only won 2-0. Orsic did not score, nor seemingly got any assists. It doesn't show the assists here, to be fair, but I don't know if he got the assist. This site isn't so great. And then on the 29th of February, they won 4-0. And that's where he got 1 goal, and I guess maybe he got 2 assists there. Yeah, that one's a bit frustrating. Maybe that he wouldn't have got an upgrade, but I think since the start of the year, EA for some reason have gone out of their way to not upgrade live cards as much as possible. Prime example is the Ndombele card. You know, we get the one to watch Ndombele. He scores in a game where Spurs had 10 men to win them the game and didn't get an upgrade for that. And I think he should have done. And since then, he's done nothing the whole year. And so if he did get upgraded to an 84 back then, who cares? You know, that card would be, even now, outdated and unusable. And then Promes was probably the biggest one that got, kind of shunned, I guess, like genuinely about 4 times at this stage. So he's only had 1 upgrade so far for 1 inform. From the 82 to the 84, he could genuinely right now be on like an 88 or an 89 rated card. And the reason why I think he's not, potentially for Orsic too, is because I think an 88 or 89 rated Promes would be broken. 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, super high agility. He'd have great shooting, great pace, great passing. And it's one of those things where I don't think EA want people to have a broken top tier card for however much the cost of that was, 35k. I just don't think they want it. So yeah, it's frustrating that they do that. But it's also not like there aren't plenty of other options out there, especially this year, for you guys to get some other cards. Jacob says, slightly unrelated, but I remember in a previous video that you said you regret doing SBCs for first owner cards to help you in objectives. However, in previous FIFAs, you said you hate doing it because it's sunk cost that restricted you in times like Team of the Season. What's changed? Just the way Road to Glories are run, the way this Road to Glory is run. Like, let's be fair, I played a lot of games this year. Most of it is in draft. I think I'm about 800 games or so in draft, and I've played about 1,600 games or so, maybe 1,800 games. So almost 50% of my games are from draft, right? So in draft, I obviously don't progress towards any milestones or objectives or anything like that, and it's just about making coins. And I haven't really put that much time or energy or effort into SBCs. And I still have almost 10 million coins, over 5,000 players in the club. If I went fully liquid, I'd probably have 13 or 14 million coins. I've probably wasted 3 to 5 million coins on promo packs over the last few weeks or months. I think, what was it, during headliners, we bought 3 ultimate packs with coins, you know, and I've been super lucky enough to the point where I packed that headliner's Neymar that was worth over 4 million coins that we ended up selling on. And so I have so much in this club with minimal effort. I've played the full weekend league 4 times. I haven't played weekend league probably 5 or 6 times. And then I've played somewhere between bronze 3 and gold 3 the rest of the times. And so what's changed this year is generally the typical Road to Glory structure. The idea behind what Road to Glories used to be is how to make coins and how best to utilize coins. Now, though, it's how best to spend coins, because they're so easy to come by. Packs are so easy to come by. And so it's, and pertaining to the last comment almost to a degree as well, it's important, in my opinion right now, for the content to have variety. Instead of just using the same players and the same team for 800, 900, 1,000 games, getting bored out of my mind, just rinsing and repeating the grinding league, the grinding FUT champs and then the grinding FUT rivals, that's like super, super boring. It's fun, even if it's in a lower division against less skilled opponents, to take a team. And this Spanish team is a prime example of that. It's been enjoyable playing with these players. They're not the best players I can play with. They're not even the best players in my club that I could play with. They're not even the best Spanish players I could play with. You know, I could have gone and bought Butragueno or Raul Prime Moments. Could have gone and bought Puyol Prime Moments or something like that. But building this squad has been fun. And it makes me think maybe I should start doing more SBCs. The problem with that is because I'm not playing the game enough to continue to generate the coins. Every time I do an SBC, I essentially lose that income in the account. So right now I'm thinking about that Kolarov card. And I'm thinking, man, I can link him to Zaniolo, to Edin Dzeko. We can link him to Chris Smalling. We can go and get the 89 Politano and soft link him to the Politano. And we could have a lot of fun. But then I look at it and I think that's 240k coins that I'm not working hard enough to get back. I'm no longer trading consumables or flipping consumables. I'm no longer going unassigned like the few times that I did. I haven't really done much with League SBCs for the longest time because I've just been waiting to turn them all in again. And so I sit here and I think maybe, just maybe, it will be a waste of coins, because when it gets to Team of the Season, which I believe is going to be in about 6 or 7 weeks' time, someone like that Kolarov card is going to be worth 30k or 40k. Or even a card 2 times better than that is going to be worth 60k or 70k as a tradable alternative. So I also sit here and think, man, I want to stay as liquid as possible for Team of the Season. And also, if Copa Libertadores comes tomorrow, or if we get FUT Birthday as a big promo, or the Community Week, I can't remember what that one's called. Basically, the 3 or 4 promos that we've still got to come before Team of the Season, who knows what EA are going to release, how and how it might even render that Kolarov useless. Like, I might do that Kolarov for 210k or so, and then in a week's time they release a FUT Birthday, I don't know, a FUT Birthday Florenzi that's 60k and better, you know, and then bang, before you know it, that Kolarov's useless. So yeah, I don't know, like the whole change comes from ultimately just the change in what I want out of FIFA, what is expected out of a Road to Glory, and what is needed out of squad building. That's where it comes from. And then the last comment from today is going to be from Mark. He says, I disagree with your last point. People use players perceived to be meta, which is driven by the different types of media and creator content that reports on FIFA. Mertesacker isn't meta, so if no one uses him, you can't identify if, strangely, he does catch up towards vastly quicker than him on base stats. The meta cards get used and the Mertesackers do not, because no one gives them a chance to be good. I used Prime Nesta the whole of FIFA 19, best centre-back for me in the game. He had vastly less speed and a fraction of the agility of even cards in February on paper. In-game, trying him out was a beast. I tried most other high-rated cards and always went back to him. Unless you try the Mertesackers, no one will use them. And I generally absolutely agree with what you're saying, which again is a good... One of the things I love about draft so much is I get to use players that I never would have used before. One of the ways that we found Jesse Rodriguez being so good back in the day was because of draft. You know, there's so much that I get out of draft by utilizing players I never would have dreamt of using otherwise. Exactly that. So I agree with you that sometimes the meta narrative gets pushed. You need pace, you need agility, you need 5-star weak foot, you need 5-star skill moves. That's to play the way those people, those content creators, those news outlets are kind of gearing you to play. And of course, that's not always the right answer, but it's no coincidence that the best players in the game have those key stats that are considered meta. So that's where I'll leave that one, guys. That, of course, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.